Hi guys, so here's a really easy card trick that you can learn to fool your family and friends. So you're going to take a deck of cards, you're going to ask your spectator to shuffle the cards, and they really can shuffle them as much as they want. When you take the deck back, you're going to secretly peek the top card. So in this case, it's the Ace of Clubs, and you're going to remember that card. That's going to be your key card. You put the deck on the table and you ask your spectator to cut the deck and have a look at their card. So in this case, the Five of Hearts. You're going to take the other pile, turn it face up, and they can shuffle the cards together. You can then get them to cut the deck a few times, just to really mix them up. Turn it face up, cut it again, and then spread the cards to show them that it really is mixed up. And it looks like there's no way you can know what their card is, because there's face up cards, face down cards. But you will know what their card is, because their card is going to be the first card to the left that is face up from your key card. So in this case, if you look at the Ace of Clubs, go all the way across to the first face up card. There it is, the Five of Hearts, which is their card. Hi guys, so here's another really easy card trick that you can do to fool your family and friends. I'll show you the trick first and then I'll show you how to do it. So you're going to take a deck of cards, you're going to shuffle them, and you get the spectator to pick out any card. So in this case, we'll go for the Five of Clubs. They put it on the deck and you can cut it into the middle, and you can give it a few cuts if you want, just to mix them up, or the spectator can cut them. You're going to spread through the cards, and you'll see that there's one card face up, 4 parts. So that means it's 4 cards down. So if we count 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, that will be their card, the Five of Clubs. Okay, so here's the explanation for that trick. So it's very, very easy. You do need to set it up, but it takes 2 seconds. You need one card, 4, face up, 3 cards from the bottom. It can be any 4, but make sure it's face up, 3 cards from the bottom of the deck. And that's your setup. So we're going to get the spectator to take out a card. Obviously don't go too far so they can see the 4. Just kind of spread it towards the top and the middle. Get them to take out a card. So we've got the 8 of Spades. Have a look at it, put it down on top of the deck, and then cut the deck. Okay, now they can now cut the deck as many times as they want. It's not going to make a difference. You're going to spread through the deck, look for the face-up card, say, look, there's a face-up card. Was that your card? They're going to say no, say, actually, it wasn't meant to be your card. It was just telling me where it is. So because it's a 4, it means it's 4 cards down. So we go 1, 2, 3, and the 4th card will be their card. Now a quick note, there may be 1 or 2 occasions where the spectator cuts the deck straight to the 4 parts. If that happens, you got a miracle. You just tell them, look, there's a face-up card. You've cut to that. That means it's 4 cards down. So if you count 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be their card. Hi guys, so here's another really easy card trick that you can do to fool your family and friends. Now this trick actually goes very well with my last video, so if you haven't learned that trick yet, make sure you watch my last video and I'll show you at the end how you can combine these 2 tricks. So what you're going to take a deck of cards, you're going to shuffle them. You can even show the spectator that they're different, all different cards. You're going to get them to cut them into 4 piles. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have to be perfect, they can be uneven. They pick up the first pile. They're going to put 1 card underneath and deal a card onto the other 2 piles. They're going to take the second pile, they can deal 2 cards underneath and 1 card onto the other piles. The third pile, they're going to take 3 cards underneath and 1 card onto the other piles. And finally, the 4th pile, you put 1 underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then deal onto the other piles. And then with any luck, hopefully, they'll be left with the 4 aces. Okay, so to learn this trick is really easy. There is a quick setup, so you need the 4 aces. It doesn't have to be the aces, it can be any 4 of a kind. They're going to be face down on the top of the deck, and then you're going to have 1 different card on top of those. Now when you're ready to start, you can shuffle the deck. All you've got to do is make sure that you keep the cards on top, okay? You can then show them the deck, you can show they're different, you can show the top card as well to show that's different. You're going to get the spectator to cut into 4 piles, and they can cut them however they like. And then you just follow the process. So you take the first pile, put 1 card underneath, deal it onto each pile. Take the second pile, put 2 underneath, put 1 onto each pile. Take the third pile, put 3 underneath, put 1 onto each pile. And then the 4th pile, you're going to put 4 underneath, and then put 1 onto each pile. And then you will be left with the 4 aces. Okay, so I did say you could combine this trick with the trick in my last video, so I'm going to show you how you do that. I'm not going to teach you that trick again, just look at my last video if you want to learn that trick. So you're going to have the deck set up as you do with the 4 aces at the top and an indifferent card on top of that. And you're also going to have it set up for the previous trick with the 4 face up at the bottom and 3 cards underneath that. Okay, so now when you do the first trick in the last video, you're going to get the spectator to take out a card, have a look at it, 9 spades, put it on the deck, cut it in the deck, cut it a couple more times, and then spread through, and they're going to see the 4 of spades. You're going to cut over here, and then count down 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be their chosen card. You can then put all these cards underneath, and now you're ready to do the 4 ace trick because you're in this position. If you like that trick and you want to learn some more, make sure you give me a like and a follow.